Welcome
Hi and
to.
welcome to. Hi and welcome.
I want to.
You go. Okay, you go.
Okay, you go.
Okay, you go.
Okay,
Oh, okay. Okay, you go.
okay, here we go. Welcome to Let's Talk LFC with me, Charlie, and him, Tom. Today we'll be talking about the Chelsea game and the game ahead, which is Leeds, and maybe some transfer talk if we can be bothered.
Transfer talk. The transfer window's closed.
Yes,
That's it.
exactly. Maybe we could talk about that and why we should have got some
Moan.
players.
You should have said maybe we can moan about the transfer window.
Yeah, we're going to moan about the transfer window like everyone else on Twitter. Like, it's going to make
Yeah,
any
that's right.
difference.
That's why we're not going to do that. And
We're not going to
and
moan about the transfers we didn't get, but should we
no,
have got?
but there is some news about our actual team. The FIFA and the Brazilian FA are trying to.
And that's the end of our podcast.
What? What?
Now carry on.
FIFA and the Brazilian FA are trying to stop us from playing Firmino, Alisson, and Fabinho because we're stopping them from playing international games right now because of COVID.
Wasn't there a game, Brazil versus Argentina, and 7 minutes in, one of the medical team came on and said there was
the police, and they wanted to deport 4 players from the Premier League because they hadn't quarantined before they'd gone in.
Well, FIFA can't. That means FIFA, they can't do that to Liverpool then, if they've already had players.
It's not just us; it's 5 other teams, and it's going to affect the Champions League. So I think Man United can't play Fred like they'd want to, and don't know why I said that so flamboyantly.
Fred.
And so I can't remember another team that's playing on Tuesday in the Champions League. They can't play, but the next day you can play your players again. So Liverpool can play, those players, Fabinho, Alisson, and Firmino. So it's just a mess. Like we don't want to send them over there because you're going to have to quarantine for 10 days or whatever, and then quarantine when you come back.
You know what? They should delay the World Cup. There you go.
They should cancel the World Cup and just not have it. We don't need more international games.
No.
They want a World Cup every 2 years. They've been paying off ex-players to say this is a good idea. Thanks for the money. Thanks FIFA. So it's a disaster right now. So it has to be something. It's every season. It's either injuries, players getting banned for something that that was just blown up out of proportion. Just rubbish every season. It's always something. And this season, it's the Brazilian FA are trying to stop our players from playing, and it's getting ridiculous now. But I think what we're going to do is we're just going to play them.
So players that have already had COVID in the Brazil squad want our players to go over there to get COVID.
Well, they want our players who we pay to go over there in one of the most infected countries in the world. Yeah, like their infection rate is through the roof. Their deaths per day are ridiculous. Yeah, we'll just send them over there. Yeah, that's fine, and then we'll bring them back. And the problem was originally is that we didn't want to have to send them over there. Then they'd have to do 10-day quarantine, and they couldn't do anything. They'd have to stay in a hotel, so they couldn't train. They couldn't do anything. So we can't do that because the players are going to miss out then. Well, they didn't quarantine beforehand. That's why. And plus, they didn't want people from the Premier League because of they're trying to say that England's really bad. for COVID, and it's not great, but we're not Brazil. Brazil I think it's the variant that's over here. We've got the Delta variant as well, which they don't want.
That
It's all
sounds
a load of.
that sounds like a games console when they bring out a prototype.
This is the Delta variant. It's ray tracing, and it has 4 quadruples in it. It's going to have 8 joypad capabilities, and the latest FIFA will be able to play on it. Yeah,
Naby Keita is back after being kidnapped.
Yes.
Well, he will be back. I don't know if he's actually back now.
He's a soldier of fortune now.
He killed, didn't he?
He's killed many. He killed the president. They sent him in. He did his job, and then they let him come home. So he's going to be a bit war torn and PTSD, but as long as it's not an injury,
maybe he'll get better.
Could be like completely like just nothing. Has no emotion. Just goes out like a robot. Wins every game.
He goes over to each player and breaks their necks.
Yeah, slices their throats, everything.
But as long as he's back, that's all that matters.
Him and some other players came back, some teammates. I think he rented out
a plane, didn't he? Yeah.
Private plane, yeah.
Oh.
He flew it as well.
Just like that. Oh, he had to fly it just to get out of there.
Oh, yeah. When I say he rented out, or he rented out with, it was the president's plane.
Mm-hmm. He basically stabbed the president, chucked him out of the plane.
He threw a knife right in the president's head.
What did he say? Stick around.
He said, I can't even remember. I was trying to get the quote from Big Trouble in Little China. I couldn't remember it then.
Oh, we should talk about the Chelsea game, which was so long ago.
Do you remember that?
I think I do. We drew 1-1. We dominated the match.
Well, that's what's annoying. That's what's really annoying about it. It's the fact that we did have more possession. We did have more shots on goal. And what do we end up with? A 1-1 draw.
Yep.
I thought it was a disappointing game. I know a lot of people were saying it was still good. Klopp even said it's 1-1. You know, we should be happy. 1-1 against Chelsea. That's a good result.
He would say.
But I don't. Of course, he's always positive about anything.
Damn him being positive.
Yeah, his head could fall off and he'd just say something positive about it. Well, now I can see the floor better.
Mm-hmm.
But so I don't know. I just thought it was a big myself.
It was a load of
It was absolute game.
It was a real It was a very annoying game. Despite us having so much possession, we even had shots on goal and on target. Mm-hmm. It's just we couldn't score.
Positives were we looked better than them. Van Dijk looked very good. Matip was excellent.
You know what I liked? We took shots outside the area now and then.
Yeah, but we didn't take advantage of those. No one ran in.
No
one followed up. There was two big chances there that we could have got something out of. And yeah, we need to do that more. We maybe should have signed another forward. Maybe, I don't know, Luis Suarez or something, got him back.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Because he would have been happy to come, finish his career off at Liverpool and maybe win a league. We've still got January that can happen.
We weren't going to get Mbappe for how much? Stupid amount.
What was it, 170 million or something? 170, that seemed like that was enough. We've only got a year left.
All these people, we'll just get Mbappe just like that. Or Haaland, just like that. Just these players that are, doing well.
Those people are 12 years old and are playing FIFA. That's what they are. Or they're a little bit older and they play Football Manager, and they think that that's what football is. You just buy the best players that are out there, and they appear in your team because you won the league a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah.
No, we can't. We are never going to be able to afford him unless, like I mentioned, I don't even know if you put it in the last podcast, but if Nike help us out with the signing. Now, with the contract with no, I'm not going to go into it.
Nike,
but
just do it.
Yeah, just sign him and help us. Nike, you're our only hope.
I know. I just thought we'd get someone else, just someone, just to boost up that squad.
I didn't. Klopp. This is what Klopp likes. Klopp likes this. He likes a small squad. He likes to know who every player is and what they can do, and he also likes to have like bringing youth players through. So for him, this is brilliant. So
I didn't like their goal either.
No, their goal was fluke.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people say, "Oh, brilliant!" Even the commentator, was it Gary Neville, little turd, saying unbelievable skill. He knew what he was doing. No, he didn't know what he was doing. It's total luck. If he tried to do that again the next day, he'd be there all day doing that.
Do you blame the goalie, Allison?
No, because it was just like he couldn't have headed that more perfect.
You know what I was annoyed with? Robertson's position for that goal. For some reason, he was like too far away, and he still jumped up for the header.
It's a midget.
Scottish midget.
Yeah, look that goal. That didn't represent how well we defended in that game. We didn't have any problems. Not with Lukaku was. He didn't really do anything. He tried it a couple of times, but every time he got the ball, there was Matip, there was Van Dijk. He couldn't match Van Dijk, so they stuck him on Matip, and Matip just put him in his pocket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he wasn't anything special because we were probably trying to mark him. We forgot about the other player for the goal. The other players.
Yeah, well, we didn't expect Havertz to do that. That's why. No one expected that. Not even Havertz expected that.
No.
But put that behind us. We came back. We got a penalty that was deserved, and it was the only decision that the referee got right because he was terrible. If you said to me that guy was getting paid, to give those decisions, I would say I agree, because it made no sense most of the time what he was doing. And then
I know the tackles were terrible.
Yeah, just all round. They would dive and get a free kick. We would get absolutely hammered and nothing.
And he had to give the penalty because it was so obvious.
He had to give it because VAR said you've got to look at it, and once you see it, he can't not see it. Yeah, that's it. He had to give it. So he wasn't helping us out.
Penalty.
No, it's a penalty.
Should he have been sent off though?
Yes, because it was a handball on the line. It was stopping a goal, and he knew what it was doing.
The thing is, it deflected off his hand, but afterwards he went like that, like he wanted to get the ball again. His arm
he wanted to get it about 3 or 4.
His arm didn't go up as the ball hit him, but it was just after.
But he hit it. No, he hit it with his arm like that.
Yeah.
He hit it. So it was a penalty, and it was a sending off. Anyone that says it wasn't, it was harsh. No, it's not. I didn't know that you were like most people would allow handballs on the line. It's fine. No, it's harsh. Shouldn't send him off. Just moronic. So rightly sent off.
Yeah, but these people are just.
They are. These people are massive and complete monsters. That's what they are.
Okay, done.
And that's the podcast. See you. Bye.
I was wondering if we should talk about the game ahead. It's at Leeds.
Yeah.
They are men.
For against us, they seem to really put the effort in, and they suddenly have all the skill in the world again.
It's called respect.
Against Man United,
they don't have respect for anyone else.
Respect, or it's some weird shit that's going on in their heads that, for some reason, try against us but not against Man United. I don't get it.
Exactly.
They're their biggest rivals, not us. But it depends. This game's going to be nuts. It's either going to go our way with our full team out, or we're going to have Adrian in goal. And
I reckon we'll have our players. They won't just.
Well, we're not going to have Firmino because he's injured. We're not going to have who else? I don't know. Is Elliot fit to play?
He might be, but I'm not sure.
He got taken out of the under-21 squad, didn't he?
Yeah, they said he might play.
Right.
Van Dijk got a little bit of an injury, didn't he? But he should be fine.
That was announced today that he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
100% fit. So Firmino, Jota, that's not bad. Obviously, some of the players that have gone off to bloody, I don't know, Timbuktu or something, like they're going to be tired.
So who would we have in goal? Because I don't know.
Well, if we're playing, we'll look at it like this. We'll say that we're telling FIFA to f off and the Brazilian FA to go and themselves, and we'll choose.
So this is
full team.
Okay, this is the FIFA team. So it'll be Alisson.
Damn right.
And then it'll be
not Robertson. Tsimikas.
Yeah.
Because Robertson's played 4 games in 11 days or something.
Yeah, he needs a bit of a break, doesn't he?
Yeah, so give him a bit of a rest.
So get tired, Tsimikas.
Yeah, get older, lazy bones.
So
Van Dijk.
Good old Van Dijk.
Van the Man.
Matip.
Yep.
And Trent. For some reason, what is that?
He doesn't have a picture.
Oh, he does have a picture. There he is.
Okay. Trent.
He looks always pissed off.
He's determined, that's why. Henderson on the... I don't know. Is he going to play Henderson on the left again? I hope not.
Yeah. Let's just choose our team that we want.
I'd put Henderson on the right.
What's the right again? I've forgotten.
That's the right. That's the right.
Jesus Christ. Okay, and
on the left, I'd put Thiago in.
Will Keita be back by then, or is he still flying that plane?
He's still flying the plane over, so. Then Fabinho.
And then I'm guessing.
And then
what you want, Mane?
Yes. Show me the Mane.
We don't have Minamino now because he's injured.
Yeah, Jota.
Should have Jota then.
Yep, Jota, because Firmino can't play, he's injured.
Oh, yeah, he's injured.
Yeah, and Salah.
Where is he? So could this team beat Leeds?
I believe so.
Without the pressure.
Well, the problem is Leeds have been shut up. The problem is Leeds have been conceding goals, so defensively they're not great. It's all in midfield where they do well, and they've got that Bamford up front and Rafinha, Phillips in midfield. He's a good defensive midfielder, and I think they've added Rodrigo. I think they added him this season.
Do you reckon they're stronger this season than last season?
Well, they're more experienced now.
Yeah, they're not doing as well, but I think last season they were just eager, to make a mark.
People weren't expecting them at all.
Yeah,
they weren't expecting them to like do what they're doing. So,
well, the first game last season was against us 4-3. We won.
Yep, but it was COVID times. Well, it's still COVID times, but it was mega COVID times then.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different. But no, I think we're going to win.
I reckon this is going to be similar to the team we'll have.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because we're going to have Adrian.
If we show that we've got bollocks and we actually just play the players and tell FIFA to go themselves.
What about invisible player?
Invisible player.
We can have special guest.
It can be anybody. CM Punk.
Yeah, CM Punk. We'll have CM Punk.
CM Punk is going to be playing for us.
The midget in goal.
Yeah, or Brian Danielson.
When you want a big wrestler at the back.
CM Punk is 6'1" or 6'2".
Is he?
Yeah, he's not a midget.
Man, I thought he was short. He looks like he should be short.
He's not at all.
How tall is Allison?
Allison is 6'3".
Okay.
That's a good height for a goalkeeper. When they get too like lanky and deformed looking, like just big wavy bendy people, they're usually not good at getting low shots. So Allison's perfect height. Apart from for that header, it's just too short.
Let's talk about the transfer bollocks and why we didn't get anyone. Is there a reason why? Or is Klopp just stubborn?
I think we didn't get anybody because the owners haven't got any money and maybe they're waiting for January to get somebody in.
You know what they're waiting for? Nike to help them.
Like I said before, Nike will come in and they'll pay part of the transfer fee and part of his wages.
So basically, we have no money.
Yeah.
And we can't afford any new players. And it's because of the pandemic. As much as people think that's a load of it isn't.
Exactly. It's a big problem for us. The fact that we've managed to sign some of our players on bigger contracts is a good thing.
Do you think the owners are a little bit cheap?
Yes. I don't think they're a little bit cheap. I think they're cheap. They've not spent any of their own money. Everything that they've spent has been us selling players. So yeah, they're cheap, but that's their way of doing it, and they've won a Champions League and a league by doing that. And I think we're going to win the league this season, so it'll be funny when we do.
I know people forget it's been 30 years since we won the league, and then
and we spent money in those years.
Yeah,
we didn't win it.
Yeah, where are these fans then?
They were supporting whoever was winning the league then, Man United or Chelsea, or they just didn't exist because they were not even little babies. They were little nothings. So who cares? I don't care what half those people say. I block them on Twitter. As soon as I see one thing about moaning about transfers, blocked. Even if I agree with everything else they say.
Okay, guys. That's the end of this episode of Let's Talk LFC. Join us next week when we talk about whatever games ahead.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll get a win on Sunday.
Not hopefully. Have more confidence in your side.
Your side as well. Our side.
Yeah, but I'm making a point as if I was the voice of reason.
All right, we'll win.
There you go. Don't have too much confidence.
All right, we'll do our best.
That's better.
And win.
No.
I hope we'll win and do our best and win.
Yes, and win.
We should.
We'll win. And that's the end of the podcast from me, Tom, and from him, Charles Chimp. And we will be seeing you next week where we'll be talking about the AC Milan game and maybe the Crystal Palace game. if we try and cram in 2 more games because we haven't done a podcast in 2 weeks. Anyway, see you then. Unprofessional.
Bye.